My name is Frans Björkman. I'm 31 years old and I speak Swedish, I speak English, and I can speak and understand a little bit of Spanish. I grew up in Skåne, so south of Sweden, in a little village just below Malmö. Yeah. So I'm the receptionist and shop manager. I greet customers when they come in and take care of them. I take care of bookings and I make sure we have all the supplies, and I try to take care of my colleagues and make sure they are happy. I've had many professions before. Let's say I played football for money. That's one of the better ones, but I've also done, let's say I've sat in the cashier at the food shop, I've delivered post before, I have worked in gardening, I've done many different types of job before this. I'd have to say being a football player was the funniest one. I was 19, I think. My first tattoo was a tribute to my father after I graduated school. He had a little piece of advice for me on my graduation to basically saying protect yourself. So I have a little text tribute to him. I've worked since the beginning, since a little bit over 5 years now. I started out with our owner Asin. We spoke a little bit of this today earlier with my colleagues, but I think my real interest started when I graduated school and I was finding myself, getting to know myself, and I thought tattoos was a great way of expressing yourself and showing your mind and your personality on your body. So around 18, 19, I'd have to say. So I've always thought tattoos are fascinating, and it was one of the professions I really wanted to work with when I was younger, and it worked out. I think I have to go with my back piece because it's the biggest, it's the most massive and coolest one so far. But I do like all my tattoos, but I think I have to go with the biggest one, so my back piece. Japanese, probably. Japanese is timeless, but I do like a lot of stuff. I like black work. I do like all styles, to be honest, as long as they're well made. But I think Japanese and black work are my favorites. I'd say on my ribs and on my lower back and ass, that hurts the most. I would make a half body, so either left or right side completely tattooed from neck till feet. That's what I would do. Japanese style. I like to do yoga, I like to do painting, I like to do sports, I like to surf. Yeah, I think I have a lot of hobbies. Yeah. I like to paint animals, I like to paint nature, I like to paint controversial stuff, a little bit of erotic art as well. Dragons for sure, dragons are a favorite. Yeah. No, I think I had a little bit of a barrier on myself for many years that didn't allow me to paint, even though I really like it, and nowadays I've let that barrier go, and I really enjoy creating. So for me, I like my art to, okay, this might sound silly, but I want it to be magnificent. Like I want it to be something powerful, something, or really pretty. Like there needs to be like a flash, like a boom, like okay, there's a message, or it's something really beautiful. So yeah, I think that's what I want to have for my paintings. I think my favorite artist would be Guy Lee. He works in Mexico, has his own shop there, makes amazing Japanese designs. I think that's my number one. Everyone here is also my favorites. I would say, since I did cover my whole body, I would say, Frans, stick to 1 or 2 styles. Since you're gonna get your whole body done, that's gonna be the coolest. I can do spontaneous tattoos because I have planned what I would like. So, but yeah, I'm a planner. I plan what I'd like to get, but it doesn't always turn out the way you have planned it. But I have a direction for sure. I think in the beginning I like to talk because I wanted to get to know the artist, but since I did my whole body, there has been a lot of painful places and there has been a lot of time in the chair, and I do prefer silence. I think to meditate and to acknowledge the pain and to get through the session, I'd rather listen to music or just be completely quiet. And yeah, well, carrots are great. So we come in early and clean the shop, or early for us. We come in and clean the shop. I make sure everything is here in the shop, and then at noon we greet all the customers, welcome them in, have a little chat, make sure they're comfy, get there maybe some warm drinks if it's in winter, and then during the day answering emails, answering the phone, chit-chatting with the customers, make sure they're doing well and that they're not in too much pain. And if they're in too much pain, we laugh about it. And yeah, maybe answering people who would like to get tattooed, consultations, and that's mostly my day. Taking charge of charging customers. Yeah, that's basically most days. I would say, think about it. I would recommend getting it after you're 18, actually, like maybe around 20, 25 even, because you tend to do better choices for your tattoo the older you get, and you know yourself a little bit better, and you'll probably get something that you will like the older you get as well. So I'd say wait a little bit, have some patience, save up a little, or save up some money, and I'd say talk a lot with people who work in shops that have good quality stuff, because they tend to give good advice, and they know a little bit more about the industry, and so you don't fall into any pits of young ones who make a rash or a bad decision for later. So yeah. Recommend coming in, talking to one in the shop, me for example. I'd like to give advice. I have a big collection of cool stuff gathered from artists from all over the world. I can give examples of what is styles that will work for all times. Yeah, and also what your preference is. I'd say finding an artist that likes to do cover up. So reach out to artists that you like, explain what you want to cover and how big you're willing to go, and see with that artist, because if they're intrigued about the project and think they can do something well with it, that's really important, because it's easy, a cover up, you'd like something specific for the cover up, but it might not be possible because it's a cover up. So yeah, talk a lot with the artist you have in mind, and plan well. I think Theo and I laugh a lot together, but to be honest, we joke with everyone in the shop, and we like to have it fun. So everyone's a fun, but Theo and I have similar humor. So I tried living a few years abroad, and I came home to Sweden. I didn't know what to do with my life, and I applied to work in my favorite tattoo shop down in Malmö, and the owner there said there was a job opportunity up in the capital, Stockholm. So I moved up, and I've stayed so far. Yeah, yes, as well. Think with time I want to try different stuff out for sure. Yeah. Asin is great. Asin is a great artist. She's a very fair leader as well. I think she gives a lot of responsibility to us, which I always appreciate. And she's kind, she's super professional, and her work ethics are in line with mine, and I think we really enjoy having each other side by side.